What up, everybody? You know what I'm saying? It's me, Mike RTV. Let's go ahead and get up into these charts, okay? So I told you all I've been trading gold, and I said let's go ahead and get up into where I'm trying to take this channel so people can get up into the things and learn a few things, okay? All right, so we're gonna do the analysis for February the 18th of 2024. The market is actually about to open in about 5 minutes or so. So I kind of should have did this a little bit earlier, but I just got off from work, so you know it is what it is. You know, let me get this hat together. I don't know what the fuck going on, but whatever. Anyway, so let me switch it on over here. I'm on my trading view. Okay, so this is the 5 minute chart. I want to get off of here. As a matter of fact, let me just go to the daily and everything, and over here is where all my rigmarole is. I think I want to, I guess I'm gonna just start fresh. So remove drawings. Alright, so everything's blank. Let's go from here. So as we can see, overall gold is in an overall uptrend, but right now we're like in a range. It's sort of like a breakout range that we're in right now, but it's still within, you know, our range and everything like that. Okay, as you can see on the overall. Okay, so what we're gonna look at here is that this right here at 1804. I remember trading this, getting it all the way up to here, and then we went all the way to 2151. Okay, price then pushed down to 2070, and then it continued to go down to 1973. Then we got back up here to 2088 area, and now we're back down here to, we would drop down to that 1986 zone, and then we're back up to 2013. Okay, so right here within itself, let's go ahead and plot out some things now. I want to go ahead and mark this right here as like a strong zone. I'm probably have to refine this because this is really, you notice where I'm hitting it. It's where the price hits these areas and they have a reaction to these areas. Okay, so as you can see, you know, price kind of comes in. Hold on, let's do it here. So as you can see, price gets to these areas, and then what does price do? Price comes here, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Gets to these areas, and boom. If we were to stretch this all the way out, it reacted off of here, big time, right? So as you can see, this is a key level right here, this 2050 zone area, 2050, 2060, okay? Let's go ahead, and that's more side on the resistance side. So anytime price is going down, that's resistance, or what you call supply. Alright, so let's go ahead and mark up what we want to look at as our support. What are we going to mark up as support? I want to draw this way over there, right? As you can see, when price is these zones, there's a reaction, okay? There's some kind of reaction. There's a push down, push down, push down. Or there's a push up, there's a push up, there's a push up. You know what I'm saying? A push up off of this zone right here. So this is what we would call like a demand zone. Because every time price hits the zone area, there is some type of reaction there, okay? we're not going to even worry about all this down here right now. I mean, I could. I actually should. Let's just draw this right here. Because there was like a small little push here. And then we might can mark that area too. So price could very much so come down to 1942, okay? That's on a daily standpoint. Let's go here. As you can see, on the 4 hour, this is kind of like major structure still. So as you can see, we got wicks here. Cacao, cacao, cacao. Okay? We got price moving up here. Price is coming up, breaking, cacao, up. Okay? Price come up, break, cacao. We get some type of reaction. Each time off of these zone areas. As you can see, right here, price came here, cacao, cacao, cacao. Come on down. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So this is the reason why we want to mark these particular zone areas, is because why it's going to tell us, kind of give us a bigger picture as to what price could potentially do. Alright. And the reason why I'm marking it like this is because I won't have to really change these for the next couple of months, okay? Probably for like the next 5 or 6 months or so. Alright. I gotta get back used to talking into this microphone. So, as you can see right here, we have a low-key downtrend. There was a strong push down here, whatnot. It kind of did like a reversal, broke up, met this area, then it pushed back down, okay? Pushed back down, all right? And it keeps hitting like this demand zone. Reason why it's the demand zone over here, I call it demand. If we go ahead and reset this chart and we look over here, there was a strong push up to the upside. So we call that demand, okay? And then there's a gap right here which created an imbalance in the market. So as you can see, the market is going to come back and try to fill imbalances in the market to make everything seemingly structured to fit together like a whole puzzle piece, okay? So, got that going there. As you can see, we have a mini trend going on. So let's go ahead and do this right here. We have a mini trend going on there on major structure. And the reason why I call it a trend is because look what price did. Boom, it touched here, reacted, came down, bow, created lower lows, coming on down, bow, broke structure here, right here, boom, came up, hit the trend line, came on down, soaring down. Now it's back up at the trend line. So here's where we have to be careful because price could easily break this trend line and proceed on its way up. I'm a little bit nervous about this week. Not really nervous because I trade both sides of the market, but you have to be cognizant whenever price is at a trend line like this and where it could potentially break above what I'm expecting price to potentially do because of this long bullish engulfing candlestick right here, and we have a low-key mini trend that's starting to take place right here. I'm expecting price to either come back down and tap this line right here, tap this area. Hold on, let me squinch it in. Price to come tap here and then to potentially break above here and then either meet A, B, D, or C. Hold on. A, B, C, or D. What the fuck am I talking about? A, B, C, or D. Damn. It's been a long day. Been up since like 5 this morning, okay? So I'm looking for price to come here, tap here, and potentially come up here and meet this zone again, this area, and shoot on down back to this level right here. Hit this supply zone and then come on back down. I'm not sure if that's particularly going to happen because price could very much so come all the way up to here or be making its way back on up to here. We never know with gold because gold has a mind of its own, but what we do know is gold does trade like on support and resistance or supply and demand about to a T. Okay, as you can see, we got a whole demand zone here. Gold came back in here, tapped into this, pat, cat, came on back up. Now, am I expecting this to go all the way to the moon? Not so much just as of yet, but I do expect it to at least potentially break out of here, meet one of these areas, A, B, C, or D, and then come on back down to the downside. I'm not quite so sure. It's all probability, it's all prediction, but we'll have to see. Okay, because it could just go ahead and trend here and then trickle on down, because that's kind of what price likes to do a lot of times. You can see like right here, it'll come up here, do this kind of thing, and then it'll trickle on down. You know what I'm saying? Go to its intended place. Okay, so we always have to be looking for where price is reaching for. So that's the 4 hour right there. As you can see, these markings, you just kind of refine it as you go. And some people may not actually do it on the wick. Me, I tend to try to do it kind of on the wick and the body, just so they're barely touching, because you kind of get a more accurate detail as to what price is trying to do. Because these wicks, what we do know is they represent market manipulation. These are liquidity zones. And so whenever there's liquidity zones, price will, try to knock people out. This is where people's sell stops, SLs and stuff was up here. So they come up here and wick it out and then proceed to go down. As you can see, the market is open at 605. And so it actually is open right now. So you can see price is starting to, push up just a little bit. So you can see right here the ticker there, okay? That's why it's kind of good to do these analysis before the market even opens, so you can have a better view and you can kind of trust your judgment a lot more, okay? So that's it on the 1 hour time frame. But see, after you mark up your chart on the higher time frames, what I tend to like to do is go down and trade on the lower time frames, okay? The 30-minute time frame I'm finding has a lot of validity, much like the 1 hour time frame, because it can kind of give you a gauge as to what price is doing midway through the hour, okay? So it kind of lets you know where that hour candlestick is going to go. I'm still getting used to the 30-minute time frame, although, it's a strong tool. I mostly trade off of the 15 and the 5-minute time frame. And as you can see, this is more where we're getting down into micro structure. This is the structure that if you are not patient enough, you can get trapped up and you can trick yourself out of a winning trade. And I tend to do that quite often as I'm trading. I tend to trick myself, so I often have to go to the higher time frames to keep my particular bias, so that I'm not getting caught up in the noise of, oh, it's going down like it would do on this right here. This chart looks completely different 3 minutes than 5 minutes than 30 minutes, which is, that's what we just looked at on those charts right there. And then it looks even more different as you go up. Like that looks like a stone cold reversal right there, which it particularly was. Not really a reversal, but people were expecting price to go down a little bit further, but it was Friday, so price pushed up. What I've noticed is the market will always try to recuperate any money that was given throughout the week on a Friday, period. So if you don't have to trade on Friday, don't trade unless you have a surefire strategy, because especially with gold, you will lose your damn money. As you can see, as we predicted, price is trying to give us a wick right here to push on to the upside. Usually Sunday is like a trend day that will particularly follow whatever Friday did. I'm not saying that this will go up, but we did kind of have an uptrend on Friday. after a minute downtrend, which was here. And the reason why I know that is because if I put on my different time zones, this is Frankfurt, and somewhere in here is the beginning of like London session in here. Okay, then New York comes in, which is all this gray area. So New York came in, blasted us down. I actually caught half of this candle right here to about, where was this candle going? Yeah, I caught half of this candle, and then I was able to just chill out for the rest of the day as price began to do its own little reversal pattern and things. Um, Again, we're on a trend line, so we don't know what price. It could just very much so trend right here, break outside of this trend line, and then proceed its way on up. What I do know is anytime price is on a trend line, it will, and it breaks out, the high potential of it breaking that trend and having a reversal is very great. The times where I have not taken those trades and it's broken out of a trend line, I have missed money while trying to keep my same bias of the trend. That doesn't mean that the overall trend isn't my bias, but you miss out on quick coins whenever it breaks out and you don't take that, knowing damn well it's going to hit one of these A, B, C, or D or point, A, B, C, D or points. I can't even talk today. And it's going to come down, okay? So that's my bias. I think that eventually price will come up to here, 1929. I'm not so sure if it'll come up here to the 1958, but the potential is great, especially if it breaks outside of here. I do expect it to come up here. But if it trickles around here, maybe come up here and shoots down, I'm not expecting it. But if it breaks past this 2030 point, I do expect to see it to come here, and then I'll be looking to probably take a sell all the way down, okay? That does not mean I probably won't trade some of this microstructure in here, but that does mean I need to be cognizant of what's happening. And by this big doji right here, it lets me know the market is kind of in an indecision state, but that does not mean that this candle right here may not rise to the occasion, okay? Because as you can see, it's got a lot of push with this big long 30 pip tail. It could very much so break up out of this, come up here. Let's go to a bigger one. It could come up here, break out of here, and then come here, retest this, because this right here, I'm going to mark this whole area actually. Because whenever it comes out of here, more than likely price will break a trend line and then come back and retest the demand zone and then begin to blast. So sheesh. You see this manipulation in the market? This is what we call manipulation. These big, you see the ask and the buy and the bid? It's such big whips trying to trap people up from Friday. This is why you have to be cognizant whenever you're trading on a Friday and also on Sunday. Because this is when the market makers get all their money. Look at these big, large gaps. Just like, for some people, thousands of dollars of money that they're really trapping people up with. How does this look? You see what's going on? So I'm glad I'm actually not in any trades right now, because this is messy. But although I do feel like this is gonna push up here, okay? As you can see, it didn't come down here usually for nothing, and then price pushed all the way back up here. It came all the way down to 2001, and now it's all the way up at, but see, this is just all manipulation. These big gaps. These three lines shouldn't separate that far from each other. That let me know that the market makers are out here trying to get people's money on a Sunday. And it's a holiday tomorrow, so I probably won't even trade. But this is just to let you all know what's happening in the market, okay? Just know that I love you all, love you all. Yes, this is actually pretty good, me getting on here. Can't even talk today. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these videos and stuff, and that way we can get up into the things and you all can see what I do throughout the week alongside with my nursing and everything, okay? Love you all, love you all. Bye.